Joshua Cortez Calhoun was born January 14, 1989 to his mother Jackie Barnes and the late Henry King. Joshua had a sister and two brothers. Joshua also has three daughters, Jakayla, Jariah, Josiah. Taken too soon from his family and friends, going into the 5th year of his death, his mother wants to know who killed Joshua. I read online somewhere that Joshua was originally from Phoenix City, Alabama, and by way of Houston, Texas, but eventually he made his way to El Dorado, Arkansas. And looking at some of his past Facebook posts, when Joshua first got here, he had trouble finding a job, but eventually opportunities came through because he kept his high spirits. Also on social media, you can see he was big on family. And everyone in his family describes him as fun, happy, and he just wanted you to be happy as well. Now, Joshua Cortez Calhoun was loved by many on a daily basis. But on one night, Josh was just hated by one person. Because at 1 a.m. on July the 28th, 2016, El Dorado Police Department received a call of shots fired at an address of 629 Chaparral Road, where they discovered Joshua and another man, Anthony Jackson, shot. Joshua was shot once and had to be transported by helicopter to UAMS in Little Rock. But Anthony Jackson was treated at a local hospital for non-threatening injuries and was also let go. But Josh has succumbed to his injury. Now, during the investigation, we have Officer Hawk here saying that likely the chaotic scene that followed made it difficult for anyone who may have seen something to recall what happened. But he said someone in the community knows something. It's not like this was a random shooting, and we're hoping that someone has gone out into the community and has been telling somebody something, and we hope that we could get more involved in telling us what they heard, Hawk said. And as y'all can see, even in 2016, El Dorado Police Department was confused as to what actually transpired or even a motive. Also, while investigating, they discovered that there was a third man also inside the apartment when this happened, but he left and disappeared for 2 days out of fear, but came back and they couldn't generate nothing else or no leads. Yeah, 2 days after all this, and he was able to come back. Yeah. And it's still in 2021, no one knows what their involvement was. Investigators interviewed a few people on the scene as well as relatives and friends of Joshua's. They even searched for surveillance videos from cameras in the area and still came up empty. Now, we have an officer also still being quoted. We're still actively looking into it. It's all part of an investigative process. It's slow. 5 years slow. 5. They asked him about Jackson's involvement, or do he know anything or could provide any information. And he said, we won't release any information that we've obtained from our interviews just yet. But if you go look and search for Joshua, you won't find anything but these little clippings that I'm giving you. In July, it's coming up on the 5th year of his death. And this video is just to bring awareness that this case needs to be solved. I think it's time that his mother had some peace on that end, on knowing why it was done to her child, who did this to her child, and a relative was killed later after Joshua, and KNOE gave his mother a chance to
Joshua
speak.
Calhoun was shot and killed during an apartment home invasion. His mother and police still don't know who did it.
It was 2 more guys, like I said, were there in that apartment. But they don't know. You see what I'm saying? Sign.
This year,
If you or anyone have any information, please contact the local authorities at 870-863-INFO.